I'm gonna go back to Monday Night Raw for our next topic. Our next topic is Bron Breakker. So his segment was that he came out for a squash match against what's this guy's name? Let me see. Kale Dixon, who comes out, looking pretty focused. It doesn't look like a schlub or anything. He's in shape.
No.
And so Bron Breakker, I guess he's in the corner and he's like he's trying to convince himself not to murder this guy, is what I gather. And he can't really control himself and he just does it anyway. So the match immediately starts with a spear. And look at this guy, good selling with his hand convulsing a little bit. I really like this guy, whoever he is. But anyways, another violent spear, Goldberg type of spear. This guy's really putting Bron Breakker over here, selling to the moon. But how else well, the referee stops the match. He's like, no, this guy's freaking dead. He can't get up. Bron Breakker doesn't listen, spears him again. And what else? He breaks his head on the staircase
with the chair.
Steps with the chair. Yeah, this was like crazy. This is a long segment, Robert, but I'm skipping around. And then Adam Pearce comes out and Bron Breakker's like, this is on you. And Adam Pearce like, on me? How the fuck is this on me? Well, it's because he didn't get put in the King of the Ring, right? That's why.
Yeah, whatever happened to their meeting?
They never showed the result of the meeting. Like what?
Well, the result of they talked again last week, the week before, and he said he explained to him why, like he thought he wasn't ready for it, and he had something planned for him, but Bron Breakker disagreed, and because of this, he's showing everybody what he's got. So. This was a pretty crazy segment. Oh, well, let me continue it. Let me show you what happened next. So during the commercial break, they had to take this poor guy to the hospital. And at least this didn't look so phony. But I don't understand why Adam Pearce has to go with this guy and escort him to the ambulance. Like, who is this guy? He's not a Raw superstar. He's not on the Raw roster. He's just a guy invited by Adam Pearce, I guess.
Well, if there's a major injury, there should be and somebody gets attacked like that, you want the guy in charge to kind of
So yeah, this is where he tells him, look, this is why
you didn't put me in King of the Ring. That's on you.
He didn't put me in King of the Ring. So Bron Breakker thought he was gonna win King of the Ring. He would have won that whole shit. But anyways, all right, Vlad. I'll start with Robert this time. You didn't see the segment, but I pretty much summarized it for you.
Right. This is my first time seeing this, so it took me by surprise. Sure, he explained why, but that was still very heelish of him to do. I don't know. I'm a little shocked by that, but well, we'll see how this develops. I didn't expect him to do something like this.
But that was pretty good, though. No, just the whole execution
cool,
of it, I think, was pretty good.
It was executed fine, just fine, but it just still a bit shocking. It wasn't something I would expect from him, at least not this early into his main roster career.
All right. Well, I was a big fan of this segment, Vlad. I don't know if there's any negatives to this that you could think of.
No, this was fantastic. I loved it, every second of it. This was the first hour of Raw was one of my favorites in a long time. This was great. This was so good. I mean, the way he. I guess they could have done it with someone that was at least we knew, maybe. But I guess this works a little bit better in the sense of okay, nobody's getting completely buried. In the sense of okay, at least no one of it with a name is getting completely buried. But to build up the character of Bron Breakker, to say oh, this guy is unhinged and he's crazy and he's a Steiner, even though you going with a Steiner name, it works quite well. And obviously he's a dude. The way he runs the ropes is something I haven't seen anyone run the ropes that fast before. And the speed, and those spears are legitimately crazy. I mean, they look like the fact that I don't know if he was, obviously he was selling, but man, those look like they hurt for real. So, I mean,
that was his
It just-
job. To take that punishment that day. He was
Yeah,
the
yeah,
definition of a jobber. But yeah, he did
yeah,
good.
no, he did very
Cale
well.
Dixon.
And
But what about him being a heel, I guess? Last question, because Robert said this makes him a heel, I guess. I don't know. It's fine.
I mean, wasn't he kind of a heel in NXT too? At that,
yeah,
I thought
yeah,
he
but
was.
he's pretty
Right.
much starting fresh here. I think.
Right,
No one,
right.
no one really
Towards
remembers
towards
him.
the end of his NXT run, he was for sure.
Right. I think he's probably better as a heel. I mean, he's a monster guy, monster heel. It would work better that way. I don't know. I mean, he probably could. I have to see more of his work as a face before I can comment that maybe the heel is the right role for him 100%. But just based on the look of him, it all seems like he should be a heel.
Right.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.